Hi everyone. I thought of sharing you one another method using our long by long sell indicator, how you can place a better trade. Let's get into the video and quickly see it. Most of you is asking if there is any noise free indicator and a chart to work on for every simple. That would be of great help. That is what I received the feedback from you all. And in this video, I just wanted to give my knowledge about how many such option available and how you can utilize this for your trading. Let's get into the video now. Here what you see is default chart of the candle type. Now let me quickly go into the Rengo type of chart. You can simply click here and you get such update in the view. So now it is in the 15 minutes. I already told you better to have anything in the time frame more than 75 minutes. So let me load this in the 75 minutes. Before we get into this, I just wanted to give the settings how to make it. There are three type of setting available. In order to load this setting, you just need to double click here. You get a close percentage last traded price and percentage you need to set. This is one option. If you want based on the four value of open, high, low, close, that also you can choose. I have chosen close here. And other box size assignment method is ATR based, average true line based one. Here also you can set a value and it will plot. And traditional method in which you can put your own value, means what should be the box size, whether it is 100, 200, something like that. Which means for every 100 point move, a new box will be plotted. That is the fundamental of a Rengo chart. This also works good. Now, since we have additional feature available that is percentage based, I just wanted to explain this indicator with this one. So after selecting this percentage LTP, percentage 0.5 is what I have put here. Definitely, this is sufficient. You can play around with this like 0.25 percentage or 0.75 percentage, etc., etc., to see a good charting. Okay, this is a basic setting. We don't need to do anything else here. If you want to do something, you can as well do it. Now, in our LBLS indicator, we have every setting done perfectly. And if you want extra setting, you can enable it. For example, you can enable the strength meter here so that you get additional confirmation indication in the chart. And if you come down, we also have this stop loss, take profit, and plotting of that line, etc. You can play around this and see how this is helping your good trades. Also, we have this input to have the buy and sell text appearing in the chart, which is primarily indicating when to enter, when to exit using this method. Okay, don't confuse this with long by long sell indicator rule. This is one another update we have added to help trader to take a better positions. Okay, so now let me load this in the 15 minutes and show you. You see the sell and buy signals are coming. And again, I go here and in the settings, if I change this, then you see these values are changing. Now it is 2 and 1. Always remember the first value should be greater than the second value, then only it will appear. Suppose if you put both as 2, 2, you see it will disappear. And like if we put this as 3 and this as 2, again it will appear. If the condition is not meeting, then it will not appear. So for our update, I keep this as 2 and here as 1. You can still keep this as 0 also. Nothing going to harm. while you make a adjustment, you see where you are getting a better trade signals and then put it. So 2 0 is what I have put now. If I change it to 3, let me see, are we getting a better trade? No, there is a noise coming. So let me not put it. If I put 6, am I getting a good? No, that is also not having a good signal. So I'm not putting. So let me limit this to 1 and see if I am getting nothing is coming. So 2 is what optimal I see, and 2 1 is what I am putting now. This is a basic settings. Let me close this. So if you want to enable these adaptive lines for better trading, you can do so. This is also option available. If you don't have this script, one adaptive line can also be enabled from this setting. Enabling this box will give you that line. Hope you got it. Now let me go into the indicator and explain. Before going into that, quickly, I'll also explain the volume. It is our default volume we have put. 3 is the length we chose. Style is the column we chose. And by doing this, we come to know how the volume is performing. Suppose you want very thick outlay of the moving average, then increase this slide, then you get to know. So that it is very clear the volume is above normal average moving lines or not. So for my transparency, I always keep 65 to see where exactly the volume is, because volume is one of the key input to decide our trades, right? Okay, now we get into it. Let me hide this. This is how the Rengo chart looks like. As I said, for every 1% of the move, the black or blue box are plotted. Likewise, the background also plotted based on the move of the settings we have done. You can pretty much change it. Now, the 0.5 percentage is close to 350 points of the last traded price based on which it is calculated. It won't repeat because the last closed traded price is what it is taking. So it won't repeat. Don't worry about it. I checked it. Now, how do we make a trade? Always we have to wait until there is a complete formation of the full box. What I mean here, you always wait for getting the next box coming and then go for a trade. If you are very experienced trader, you better know to take a trade before the box is fully constructed. Otherwise, I would say wait for the box to be fully constructed and the next box is appearing, then you go for it. So in this case, let's say you want to go for a short trade. Our rule is that we have to have a black color box, red color background is good, and we check volume, whether it is in momentum or it is very below the adaptive average we set in the volume indicator based on which we take. In this case, for example, I wanted to go for a trade, then the volume is good. You see, the volume is above adaptive line. You can wait until the volume is above this adaptive line, and after getting this confirmation, enter for a trade. If suppose you wanted to take a trade before the next box is constructing, right? So this is where we take a trade and sell symbol also have come, and each box is 350 points, which means it is 1%. As a rule, we can set from the entry price 1.1% as a stop loss and 3 or 4% as a take profit. You know better how to set it. In my last or the previous video, I explained very clearly about it. So this is where we are taking a trade. From here, you set 1% as a stop loss or 1.1% as a stop loss. Then what will be the 1.1%? Let's construct that also. So 1.1% is close to 729 point is the stop loss. And then we also need to set 3% as a take profit, right? So here from I am setting the take profit as a 3%. Since I am plotting this in the downside, it is showing in negative, but you take it as an absolute value, right? So I am setting 3% as a take profit, but in this case, 3% did not hit. That is also fine, no problem. So after you set it here, the next candle plotted. Then what we have to do, we have to move the stop loss to this place, right? Which means this is the level you need to adjust the stop loss and then move this take profit from here. And when you see a reversal is happening, that is where you need to close the trade. Even if the take profit not hit, when the reversal is happening, that is where you need to close the trade. I repeat, when the reversal is happening, that is where you need to close the trade. How you identify the reversal? See here. Here, the blocks or bricks are constructed as a ramp down steps. And one point in time, after the price is settling down, it is going up. So this is where you need to be very cautious to close the trade. Hopefully, this will work well and utilize the instruction I am giving. Definitely, it is going to give a better clarity on the trading. Okay, so if you want to adjust this last traded price to have a better brick construction, that is also you can do. Everything is possible. Just play around this, make a setup and save it, and then take a trade. And once you set it up, after saving it, you can also trigger alert from here. So here you can set alert. In one another video, I'll explain about setting up the alert. Now we saw how to take a trade on the short side. Likewise, on the long side, you have to wait until there is a candle in blue color forming and background is becoming green and then go for a trade. Now see, this is how it is looking like. Suppose you need to close this trade, do not close it now. This box construction is not completed fully. Wait for this box construction to be completed fully, and if it becomes black, then you close it. Or if you have any other lead to close this, that means having some other indicator that says go and close it, then you can do it. Otherwise, don't do it. You get my point, right? So definitely each of these boxes 350 points, 350, 700, 1050, 1400, 1750. Likewise, it keeps on increasing. So pretty much we come to know what is our risk and what is our reward and set it properly and take a trade. Is it only applicable on the crypto BTC USD? No, definitely. This indicator works across all the symbol available in tradingview.com. So you can pretty much load anything. Only thing you have to set it properly. The advantage of setting percentage is that for every symbol based on its value, the percentage is calculated and it is applied in the chart. So you don't need to change it every time. Suppose you choose the box value was 100 previously. I show you here, right? If you choose the traditional value was 100, and when you go for another symbol, the total price itself may be 50 to 100. In that case, you again need to adjust that box. But in percentage selection, it is not necessary. It automatically takes that and loads it, right? So that's what I just wanted to explain clearly. Now you got it. Go with that, play around and see how this is performing. And I may be explaining based on my experience. If you have any queries or well thought about it, please comment below so that I can take your input and explain better in my next video, be it a query or your suggestions, anything. Okay, thank you. Let me close this video now. Have a good time. Talk to you in another video.